Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Cara Lockwood with Cara's Color Me Creative, and today we are going to begin the transformation of this dresser here. I'm on StreamYard and Facebook right now, or I'm sorry, I'm on YouTube and Facebook right now. This dresser was a dresser that was in my old house, which is more of a bohemian, modern bohemian vibe. And it sat against a mural that was black and white. So it was like the pop of color with a black and white that I love so much. But since I moved to downtown McKinney in the cutest cottage home, it's just adorable. I am going to embrace the cottage style, which is not necessarily a typical style for me, but I'm just going to go for it, and it's probably going to become a cottage style. I'm probably going to be like dressing cottage style and everything. I don't know. But we're going to start with the transformation. Well, we've already done my dining room, and we've done another dresser in this room. There's very little closet space in this room, so I have dressers around the room. So we're going to do this dresser, and then we'll do some artwork after that. But I'm going to start it tonight. And then I am on vacay for a while off of social media for an entire week. And then I'll be back next week, and we'll be doing the finishing touches. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know if you're on Facebook or StreamYard. If you're on Facebook, you have to grant permission for me to see your comments or for them to post your comments. So far, I don't see any comments. So I will get started in a minute, but let me tell you how I started this. So this was painted in Debbie's Design Diary paint, which I used to retail, and I don't retail anymore, but I will be painting in DIY paint today for the first coat. It's a lovely paint. It was painted and waxed, and so what I did with it to make sure that the paint that I'm going to put on now is going to adhere to it, even with the wax there. I did this live, and just as a quick tip on my Facebook channel, I smeared it, I wiped it down with something called deglosser. Okay, so it's called deglosser. If you're here, say hi. I'm not seeing any comments yet, but I don't know if that's a glitch thing or what have you. I'm going to try to get through this before the storm starts. So my vision, so I wiped it down with a deglosser, and that will help me ensure that the paint is going to actually stick to this. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Mary. And when I say Cindy, I'm talking to Abby, you guys. Her real name is Cindy, and her Facebook account got hacked. So it comes up Abby. Hi, Tisha. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, hello, hello. It takes a long time for them to come through when I'm there. How is everybody doing today? I am feeling, my husband and I were just talking about all of the recent changes that we've made in our life. And overnight, we have had a dramatic transformation. Our life has transformed dramatically by moving here, and it was literally overnight, and selling our house and all of that. So many things changed for us, and it has been so good. And so we are walking around with big old smiles on our face. And if you haven't been to Cindy, congratulations, she submitted her retirement letter. And you guys, that means she's going to be moving close to me soon, so we can drive a couple hours and hang out. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you, Cindy. So happy. And then you can come to all of the retreats, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Yay! You guys, everybody give Cindy some love, some hearts, the care emoji, whatever it is. Give them to her right now. Everybody on here. We need to celebrate our sisters, right? Celebrate our sisters. Okay, so you might find this weird, but because if you know me, I paint in color. But I am painting in a color that is called, I don't even remember. Gosh, what is this color called? It's covered up. Criminy, something. Oh, prairie gray. And this is going to be a base coat. And my vision for this, you're going to see how easy this is to go on. My vision for this piece is going to be, the base coat's going to be prairie gray, right? But the top coat is going to be distressed white, okay, so very distressed. And then I'm going to put, possibly, I think, I'm going to put some hand-painted, like, wildflowers on here. So that is my vision for this piece. And I will post you know, the progress so you guys can say yay or nay, because it's just paint and we can always change it. I always paint over the handles. Sisters, Amber, yay! Did everybody give you hearts on Facebook? I can't see them when I'm on StreamYard. I hope so. I want to see those hearts a-flying. When I'm on StreamYard, I can't see that. I don't think I can see that activity unless it's in the emojis part of it. This time I actually took my clothes out so I can do that, okay? So my vision is to paint this base coat this color and then to do another, we'll get this nice and solid and then put white on top of it and distress it back. But what I'm going to have to do, because I do not want any of this red showing, besides on the inside. On the inside, I like the red to show. Hi, Bobby from Michigan. I love the red to show on the inside so people can see the actual history of the piece, because someday this piece won't belong to me. But it's a beautiful piece with huge drawers, and so I needed it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. But in order to get that, when I go to distress it, I don't want to distress through the white. After I put this coat of prairie gray on, I'm going to have to put a coat of top coat. And for that, I'll be using the Daydream Apothecary top coat because it's like butter. It's gorgeous. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Jean. Hi, Teacher Jean. You guys, sometimes I talk about how I was a preschool teacher, and I worked with preschool teachers, and I was a coach on all that stuff. My first job, almost my first job, teaching preschool, Jean was one of my coworkers and the most lovely friend ever. Nobody could ever say anything not delightful about Jean. So I'm glad you're on here, Jean, to use the top coat tomorrow for the first time. Oh, you're going to use the top coat. Good. You'll love it. It is, you know, I'm going to talk about the top coat in a second, but when I was about to talk about it, it just came to my mind. Somebody asked me the other day, why am I using DIY paint if I don't sell DIY paint? Okay, and the answer to that is, one, I still have friends who sell DIY paint, so I can certainly give them my business. And two, I'm not going to ever only use one paint. I love Daydream Apothecary, and I'm going to use that. I have a ton of it, and I'm going to use it often, and I love all the colors. But when push comes to shove, I needed this color. And so I'm going to pull it out of my stash and use it and not worry about it, because I'm not for or against anyone. I'm definitely for the people that I sell, but I'm not against anyone. So I want to kind of get that out in the open. But I have lots of friends, and if you are one of them that sells DIY paint on here, you feel free to drop your link. This is Prairie Gray, because we can help our sisters out no matter what. And just because I don't sell it doesn't mean I'm never going to use it. Okay, so here's the thing. The top coat, though, the Daydream top coat is hands down. Bobby, this is Prairie Gray. The Daydream top coat is hands down the best top coat I've ever used. And I have used many, 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 many brands, including all the department store, Home Depot, Bear, and all that. And they're all polyacrylics, so that's one thing we need to understand. You can use Minwax, but it's not great. It's not beautiful. This top coat is beautiful. It just gives this nice, not less sheen than others, okay? But not zero sheen, okay? So it's just beautiful. Hello, Peggy. Hi, Maureen from Fort Myers, Florida. It just gives this beautiful, beautiful finish, and it became my favorite the first time I used it, for sure. But so if you're just coming on here, I just want to let you know what I'm doing. I am putting a base coat on here, and hopefully by tomorrow I will have 2 coats of this base coat to fully cover up the red, and then I'll be putting a top coat on, and then after that, when I get back, because I'm taking a week break off of here, just to catch up on everything. After that, I will be hand painting some flowers and doing some distressing and all of that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with that. I missed comments. And let's see, our friend Cindy Abby Eklund is here, and she announced that she's retiring. I talked to several people in my business group, and there's just a lot going on, and people are doing great things. So you guys, if you want to share anything amazing in your life, go ahead and share it right here, okay? Share it right here. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear all the beautiful stuff that's going on in this world, right? And there's plenty. Peggy Gross is one. Hi, Monica. I just feel like I just mentioned you. I am using DIY's Prairie Gray. Monica is one of those DIY retailers. So Monica, feel free to drop your link in case anybody wants to grab this color. And I was just explaining to everybody, even though I don't sell DIY paint, doesn't mean I'm never going to use it, because it's nice paint and I needed this color. Do you guys all does anybody else have thunderstorms rolling in this afternoon or this evening? I didn't know whether I was going to be able to go live. Hi, Jeanette. Hi. Retro Vintage Lucero is in the house. We're still waiting for you to join us. I sent you the link, my friend. Twice. Okay, so see, it's just a simple finish right now. We're going to do a couple coats like this until I get it nice and solid so none of the red shows through. You can see the coverage is pretty good. Some of the red is showing through, but not a lot of it. We'll go around to the side view. Storms just passed. Rainy season in Florida has begun. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, I know it really starts in June usually, right? It seems like we're getting everything a little bit early here. Okay, I'm going to come over here so you guys can see. So this side, I do it like a cooking channel. This side, I already put one coat on. And so the second coat is going to be perfection. I'll bring you in here. I'm going to push this down. Here we go. Just this month. Thank you. You're welcome, Monica. There's the link to DIY paint. This month will be a thing to do. Fits. I will soon. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can see here, this is pretty much dry. There's a little red showing through. So we're going to get that second coat on here. I did mix some water in the paint. This is a clay-based paint, and it's pretty heavy on the clay. So it's pretty thick. And I almost always, when I use this paint, I almost always put water in it. I like my paint to go on a little bit thin, even if that means I need 3 coats instead of 2. But that's also because I'm not a big fan of a ton of brush marks, unless I'm trying to do something very textured, which this part of it I don't really want textured. So water it is, my friends, water it is. There's some drip marks on this piece, and that's from a long time ago, the varnish that was put on here that I painted over. And because I always knew that this was going to be my piece, I did not sand it down, because I talked to my friend Gail a lot about this. She's a perfectionist and I'm not. If I'm painting something for somebody, I will be more perfectionistic. But when I'm painting for myself, it's very easy for me to overlook those things, or just know that those are just beautiful signs of time, you know? So I don't mind the drip mark. Now, if the drip mark's in the middle of my art where it's not supposed to be, sometimes I mind it. Or if it's going down like the front of a cabinet, then I mind it, right? But not like on a little corner. No big deal. Nobody's gonna come into my room and go, oh, you have a beautiful room except for the drip marks on your cabinet. So I will be coming live. Let's see here. I've got a couple more days to get the next steps on here. I'll be sharing, either coming live or sharing the next steps with this, but my idea is it's brown right now and it's going to be white, but white, almost shabby chic. Okay. So if you can imagine that, like more shabby chic, imagine Cara doing shabby chic. And then I'll get the hand painted flowers on here, and oh, it's going to be so sweet. So Monica would say that it's going to be so sweet. Sweet, like I say sweet, like I'm a gangster. Monica says sweet, like she's the sweet person she is, right, Monica? I say, oh, sweet. And Monica says, oh, isn't this sweet? Isn't this so sweet? We're like best friends, so I'm allowed to joke around and talk about her that way, because she knows I love her, and maybe in some ways opposites attract. Right, Monica? Okay. I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful muddy brown. It's muddy. That's the only way that you can describe it. It looks like mud. Oh, thank you, Monica, for my hair. Love you too. All right. Okay, guys, because this part of the project is boring, I'm just trying to entice you to look forward to the next part of the project, which isn't boring. But this is the start. Just come back. I'll be on my Facebook page. Some of it will be here on YouTube. come back and you will see this change from blah, 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 boring to rad. Okay? All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting us, small artist. Love you all and see you soon.